Today is April the 26th, 2021, and the time is 5 o'clock p.m. and I am leaving 375 McFarland Parkway in Cumming, Georgia. And I came out here because there was a matter that I needed to resolve. And so I came out here to resolve the matter of the sofa and the couch that I purchased on April the 24th, 2021 for $107. I brought the sofa and the couch back because I didn't feel comfortable, and I honestly thought that I was being set up in some kind of way and possibly could have had money that was not good based on a transaction that was done earlier that day with a female, Solanda Jackson, of which I did make a recording about and referenced earlier on April the 24th, 2021. So although her money was completely separate, I thought that based on prior allegations made against authorities, I thought that I could have still been in possession of something. I was not sure, though I do have a counterfeit pen and did check the money. I don't trust my pen. So I did have the money checked at the Goodwill location prior to spending it, and I did go back to the location to have them recheck the money or pull the money that was in the register, and I still did not feel comfortable. And I didn't feel comfortable then because I have made a clear reference that FBI agents do be in the Goodwill, or some kind of authority figures do be in the Goodwill or do partner with them in a way. So I do not believe that they would tell the truth anyway. At that point, they would probably think that I'm a criminal and just go ahead and tell me whatever they think I want to hear. So I did not feel comfortable taking possession of anything and just leaving it. And I don't consider it to be a loss because of the fact of it's not a loss when my freedom is on the line. My freedom doesn't have a value on it. So leaving the furniture there and taking a loss may seem a little weird to somebody that's saying, hey, we checked your money twice and we think it's real. I'm just not at liberty to say, when they say, well, why do you want us to check it again? Oh, because I think the FBI is setting me up here. So I want to make sure that that'll blow anybody's hair back. So I don't say that. I just say, I just want to make sure and tell some of it than the whole story, which is that I'm a reseller and I do, this money does come from somewhere. So being that I thought that I could have been in possession of something Saturday and I gave the money back, I also had thought, okay, what about the other transactions? Although I am doing my due diligence, which is checking the money with the pen, also holding it to the light, checking the little collar around the little man. I'm doing everything that I can do. I also believe that this is the government we're talking about, and I believe that they have more sophisticated ways that could pass counterfeit dollars to me through sales, of which could pass my pen but still very well be not legit. And so it made me very nervous. And so I went back today to bring that issue to a close rather than just leave it up in the air, to say, she came in here, we checked it twice, and she still didn't want it back. I really don't want anything and don't want to really, really be bothered with it anymore. But I feel as though I have to just see what God say about it. So I went out there today. It would be typical of them to say that the furniture is not there anymore, which is what the manager said. The guy threw the sofa away and kept the chair. There was nothing on the floor. There was some stuff on the floor, but nothing major. Being that I feel, and it is my theory, that the FBI has their hands all over this, it really just makes me want to just say, throw my hands up to it and just let them have it and be done with it. Because what it is if I do go in the store, people are weird when I go into the Goodwills. They don't usually talk to me. They're not nice to me. They don't give me favors. It's too much going on, and it feels weird and it feels nasty when I go in there, and it doesn't feel the same, and you can just feel police presence all over the store, and it makes me really, really uncomfortable. Even if they're not there, they have been there and have told them what to do and what to say, and it feels incredibly nasty. It feels nasty when I'm checking out around the register, and I know that the police are there for the simple fact of every time I go live at a Goodwill location, coincidentally, my lives are turned off for no reason at all. So I know there is something there that they do not want to be on video, because they don't let me run my lives at any Goodwill locations. So at this point, I cannot say, because he did ask, and I don't like that, didn't like that question, because again, I'm not able to give a full answer. And I think that people should be careful when they ask questions, because they might get an answer that they weren't ready for. He asked in the store, do you think you could have paid with bad money or counterfeit money? And I said, no, I don't think so, but I wanted to check based on the fact of what I had received, of which I did give the money back. When the next time somebody asks me that, I don't know, because I believe you work for the FBI, and I believe your money is good or not. You'll lie and say that it's not. There's your answer. But I don't say that. So, based on everywhere that I go, there is a cloud of suspicion. I don't trust people. I don't trust the man at the store. I don't trust the Goodwill people at the store, because like I said, I believe they work for them, whether they are them or whether they are being instructed by them or whether they are whatever. I don't trust going into the Goodwill stores. And I don't like it. It doesn't have the same freedom feeling. It doesn't have the same enjoyable feeling. It doesn't feel like fun like it used to. Everything is pretty staged. Like as I said, I've been going in Goodwill since I've been back to work since March, and I have only seen one bed in there, and it is a ugly old antique looking bed, and I know they put that there because they keep asking, do I sell antiques? And the answer is no, because they are ugly. And if I do just happen to have one, it's going to get treated and sold the same as everything else. It's not going to increase in value. I don't care what it is. So I have not. That is the only bed that I have seen in there, and Goodwill is very righteous for having bed frames in there of all different sizes, dressers, and this sort of thing. So it's getting really boring. It's getting really old, and I don't like it. And for the sake of this recording, I took the gift card, and you know, I really don't know. I didn't want to take it, and then I didn't want to leave it. If you leave it, you really look crazy, because they already checked your money twice. And then if you take it, then I still feel bad because I took it, because I just feel like everything is so up there with them right now, and it makes me just not want to deal with it anymore. So, like I said, anything that they put their hands on or get involved in has a yucky, nasty, germicide feeling to it. And you can tell, because the people act different and they treat you different. The only thing that I can say that I do that is within the law, that does hold me up as on the side of the law, is the bank told me before you present any money that if you say check this first, it does not put you in a position to be held liable for anything. So being that I do check my pen, being that I am taking photographs, being that I am writing serial numbers down, being that I am doing everything that I can do, that is still my right to do, and I am doing that, to say check this first before you accept it as payment. And on this particular day, on Saturday, April 24th, 2021, there were two people, a white younger guy, a black female, who has rang me out on two other occasions. The white male is my first time dealing with him. His name is on the receipt. I believe it's Andy or Eddie. And I told him to check the money, and the girl laughed and said, yeah, I remember you now. You're the lady that always comes and say, check my money first. And so I'm doing that, like I said, because of my theory that the FBI is intentionally causing suspicion in this area by putting bills in the hands of people that buy my furniture. As I said before, my furniture is not sold to the general public. My furniture is bought through them. So anything that is being bought or any deliveries that I'm making are them or either people that they have arranged to buy my furniture. My furniture is not being sold to the general public. That's why I'm not having fun with it like I used to have, and people are not happy, and I don't talk, and we don't communicate, and all that stuff. It's very boring. It's a very dry sale. I unload the furniture, give it to them, and they give me the money, and then I leave. That's not why I got into this business. If that's the case, I could sell online and don't have to deal with people at all. It is fun when you interact with people that want your stuff. You're doing them a service. You're bringing it to them. They're happy. They have a level of excitement about it, and that's the way that it works, and that is not the way that this works at all. It's almost as if I'm just providing something, here's your money, bye. And that's not what I got into this for. I have a personality, and even though I don't want to be around people and don't want to talk to people, I do when I'm at work. So I got the gift card. I'm not happy about it. I wasn't happy if I left it, and I wasn't happy if I got it. And that's bad, but that's anxiety for you. And I just, like I said, I feel like they are at every Goodwill intentionally doing something, whether they are buying stuff through Apple Pay or buying stuff through cash or buying stuff through a card. It's just too many tricks around Goodwill, and it makes me want to just say really bad language and leave it and throw all that furniture back at them and piss all over it. But God would not be pleased with that, so I try to just do the right thing. And at this moment, the right thing for me right now is to just probably, I don't want to go around the Goodwill no more. And that, it had turned into that when I left South Carolina. It had turned into that. And because it's like an infestation of drama at the Goodwills, and people say stuff and do stuff. Like I went to the other one on Roswell Road the other day, and I feel like everybody is just a board of mystery around. If I went to the other Goodwill on Roswell Road the other day, the guy said, what are you looking for? Don't ask me that. Ain't nobody ever asked me that before. Don't ask me that. Who are you? Who told you to ask me that? Mind your business. Work. You didn't hear. You're not here to ask me questions. I'm not in an interrogation. Don't ask me anything. But he asked me, what are you here for? I said, I'm looking for a sofa and a love seat. I'll put some here for you tomorrow, and you come back at 12. Thank you. I'm not coming at all. Thank you for saying that. I'll write that down. So that's what lets me know they're doing stuff strategically at the Goodwill in Jonesboro. I hadn't been back. That day I found the receipt that did not belong to me. On the day that I referenced in that day, it was the same thing. A guy that I used to like up until that day said, oh, I put out a sofa and love seat for you. No, you don't do anything for me. Who told you to do that? So now that's two separate occurrences on two separate dates of why I say what I say, and would be very right in that they are at the Goodwills. And so stuff that shouldn't happen. You shouldn't be talking to me. You shouldn't ask me anything. You're here to work. get out of my face. It's like when I come in now, everybody says, oh, the criminal's here. Look, there she is. What is she getting? And people look at me as if I'm the Michael Jackson of the criminal world. Oh, I'm amazed. There she is. There's the criminal. And everybody starts and get in your places. She's here. All right, let's see what she's going to get. See what she's getting today. All right, get to the register. No, we're not doing any of that. I don't like that. I don't like it at all. So when I get to the register, it's like, oh, she's only asking because this is what she does. And she's trying to, no, and nothing is that, when in reality, if he asked me, well, probably would have said it, just didn't want to blow the man and be too far out there and be weird. But I should have just said it. You know, next time somebody asks me a question like that, I will give them a straightforward answer. So that way you'll have all sides. Oh, well, why you think that, why you want to check the money? Oh, because I think the FBI setting me up. Oh, God, didn't even expect to hear that. Nope, you didn't. Bet they'll tell you, don't ask her nothing else. But that's what I think. That's what they said anyway. So if it's what I think and it's wrong, it's what they said. So I don't like to say that when I go in the store. I like to just be by myself and go in there to shop, and it's not the way that it used to be. When it used to go in the Goodwills, you go in there, there's a bunch of stuff in there, and you just buy what you want. I go in a Goodwill. She likes that Goodwill. Okay, they're slightly raising the prices, which further lets me know it's something going on. And when I first started going in there, I paid over no more than $65 for a sofa and a love seat. Now every sofa and a love seat is $100. Come out to be about $105 with tax. Okay, they're raising the prices because she's here. Okay, stuff is priced differently. So I don't really have to deal with all of that. I don't. And I just feel like, why do I do it? Because it's my right and it's my personality to fight against objection, especially if it's wrong objection. It's my right and it's my personality to fight against it, because I don't like, don't do me like that, and you ain't supposed to do me like that. So that's in me to, if you say no and you don't have a reason for it and it's wrong, then I'm going to fight until I get a yes. That's me. And I have to ask God, is this you that wants me to keep going with this, or is this you that want me to leave it alone? Because when I was at the Goodwill on Saturday, April the 24th, 2021, I think that I saw the guy that could have been my white cigarette guy. I don't know, but it was a guy in a Tahoe, and he was sitting there, and he was not a regular guy. His spirit, his whole spirit turned me off. If he wasn't a part of this investigation, he is just a very evil, powerful white man. I don't know who he is, but he was there. He had gray hair, and he was talking on the phone, and he was telling somebody what to do, and he was pissed off. And I was sitting there, and I was reading his lips, but I couldn't make out what he was talking about, and he was pissed, and he was telling somebody what they needed to do, and he had all the windows down, and he was parked in the front. He was turning red, and he was pissed, but I could tell he was a very, what's the word? I don't want to say rich. He was well off, and he was definitely a boss of whatever he does, and he was pissed off about something. And I don't know who he was, but I didn't like him. His spirit turned mine. And that's what made me look, because I felt an evil presence. And that was another reason that I left the furniture out there, because I saw that white man. I don't know who he was, but I saw him and my spirit was turned off by him. And I left that furniture there. I didn't know what the setup could have been. So, like I said, I don't feel that it's just one thing. I don't feel like it's just with money. I feel like when I'm there and it's Apple Pay, I feel like it's a plethora of different schemes and things that they do when I'm there, and I just don't like it, and it don't feel natural anymore. And I feel like because I have a persistent nature to sell furniture, and they don't want me to sell furniture, they do and they don't. They don't want me to sell it, but they do want me to sell it so they can set me up with it. So there's the whole thing. But they really don't want me to sell furniture and just be a law-abiding citizen. That's not what they want to do. So, and that's not what they said, and that's not the message that they gave. The message that they gave was, that jail is my destiny and that they are creating a web. And I drew a picture of that web and put all of the things that they're doing inside of that web today to make anything that I do either illegal or draw a large amount of suspicion around it, so that whatever I do looks as if I am indulging in some type of unlawful behavior in which I am not. For example, when I worked at McDonald's, there was an issue there. If I Uber, they created an issue there. If I Instacart, they created a different issue there. If I DoorDash, they got me fired for fraud there. Anything that I do, if I sell furniture, they organize my deliveries. They put me in drug areas. If I'm on to the drug areas, they put me over here. I knew something was with this lady on Saturday because a private call came in that was erased, that came in minutes before I'm pulling up to her address, which I also did not like, and that message was erased. And so this is why I'm saying what I'm saying, and why though it looks to the people at Goodwill or people at any store, why would she want the furniture? Why this? Because they're not at liberty to have the whole story. Had I told the man because I feel like I'm being framed and set up by the FBI, then he would say, oh, okay, well, the FBI did call me and she said that, okay, it makes sense. But I don't say that to people. I only say a part to look normal and to feel normal, although this is a very abnormal situation, and to keep people from looking at me as if I am weird. I just don't say anything. So I just say, I just wanted to double check because I'm a reseller and I have anxiety, which is true as well. And nothing, I want to go all the way through with it. I wanted to ask that man, give me a signed statement, but I knew the FBI would probably have a fit if I did that. So, but yeah, I wanted to say that. Well, since you said you checked my money twice and it was real that day, then go ahead and put that on a signed statement, because I don't trust you. I don't know, you could go back and tell them, well, I checked it and it wasn't. I don't trust you. I don't trust y'all. So I have to come up with a way to counteract all of this negativity. And I do have a way to do that. I just don't know if it's worth doing that, because when I was selling furniture with ketchup, I did it differently. I videoed myself doing the transaction, videoed myself receiving the money, videoed the money, and then there you go, and wrote down the bills. I'm not doing that because I'm by myself, and who do I trust? I trust myself. So I don't do as much of that, but I do enough to know where the money comes from, which is why I didn't want to spend anything else, because I wanted to differentiate where the money came from, which I was able to take that lady her money back. Solanda Jackson, you have your money back. I don't care if it's real or not. It ain't working with me. You can have it. The next thing is the lady that I had the money before. I got her money. So I'm able to separate if there's an issue with anything. So that is why I feel like I feel about it, and why I say what I say, and why I'm doing this the way that I am. So being that we are dealing with liars, professional liars, people that want to create and incite GV0789D as in dog. People that want to create and incite situations that are not true. I feel like this is what I have to do for myself. And so I don't know how God is going to want me to move forward in the matter, or as far as if I'm selling or not selling. I just think at this moment I don't like it. This is part 2, a continuation of my ramble. Today is April 26, 2021, and this is a continuation from side A. The time is 5:25. I have been talking since 5 p.m. and I'm just making some notes about a transaction that transpired at the Goodwill in McFarland Parkway in Cumming, Georgia. So to conclude this recording, I want to say that I just don't feel comfortable like I used to. Even with going in and going out, I just don't like the way I feel, the amount of attention, and I believe that it is negative attention that I am getting from the locations, of the Goodwill locations, and it makes me want to not go into the stores at all, because as I said, I feel as if I am going into the store, I'm doing the right thing, I'm checking my currency. It's making me now double check my PIN. It's making me do everything, because again, there is a large amount of suspicion at the Goodwill locations, and I don't see a cause for it. So being that I don't see a cause for it, that don't mean that there's not a cause for it, and that don't mean that there's not something going on, maybe something that I am not aware of. So I don't like it either way. So I think that I'm doing everything that is law abiding, yet I am still under a large amount of suspicion, a large amount of police involvement. And when I say police, I don't mean regular sheriff department police. I mean people that are in higher places. And I don't like it, and I don't know what the involvement is about. It's just making me double check and 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 double check yourself some more. And that is what it's making me do, which is a horrible way to live. It is a horrible way to live with somebody with a serious anxiety disorder. And the only reason that I am not probably having more anxious symptoms than I am is because of the fact that God is with me to like no end. Like He is here with me, holding my hand every step of the way, because He sees and He knows that I am not doing anything illegal, and that these people are placing the most sophisticated traps in places in which I frequent, because I am very patternized. I'll make a word, but I'm very, normal. I'm very, I'm looking for the word and I can't find it, but I'm very in a routine, very routine. And so it's easy. It's not like I'm might go out of my way and do something different. I'm not. I stick to the same thing. I make my money, and now I'm finna go turn it back into another Goodwill. I make money and I'm about to go spend it over here at another Goodwill or at another thrift store. And so I'm very, patternized, and the ones that I like is the ones that they set traps in, with either people being there or workers acting retarded or people saying and doing stuff, or I have to worry about money transactions around me, even if it's not my transaction at all. It could not be mine. I'm just in the line, and that person is either in the front of me or behind me, and I have made that FBI report I don't know how many times, and they mock me with that. So because I am aware of what they do it even more. Or we'll mock her and we'll do it in a different way. Okay, she don't have a debit card anymore. Now let's use cash. Oh, she don't have cash anymore. Let's do Apple Pay. Oh, she don't have Apple Pay. Oh, let's do it over here. Oh, she's not doing it this way. Let's tag on the Uber. Oh, she's doing Lyft. Let's Lyft over here. And that's just an example. I don't have a Lyft account. Sure, they probably do, but I don't. So that is what I'm saying. So it's not like I'm out here being fair and I'm under this type of anxiety because I'm just having anxiety. No, I'm under this anxiety because of the sophisticated, satanistic traps that they are setting for me wherever I go. And they are making an egregious amount of evil and driving that evil towards me wherever I go, whether it is at a bank, whether it is at a store, whether it is at McDonald's, whether it is at Chick-fil-A, where it is at KFC, wherever they know that I will frequent and wherever I am, just go ahead and get traps set for her over there. If I go to the KFC, let's go ahead and get a trap set. Let's go ahead and get her at KFC takes Apple Pay. Let's go ahead and get somebody behind her in the line. Pay with your phone. Let's let a phone call come through there. Let's make like she's looking at her phone, and we'll go ahead and pay for that order. That is what's being done all the way around the board. I don't have Apple Pay. I don't have a debit card. My money, I have checked it with whatever pin this is I got. I hold it up to the light. I check the bill. I do everything. That don't mean that they're not doing something in the front of me, behind me, or at the same time of my transaction. And that is what I gotta say. And the people that in the store, can't trust them because they tell lies and they work and do whatever it is that those people tell them to do. My money can very well be real. Person up behind me might not be. Person in the front of me might not be. But because it happened at my transaction, we're going to charge it to her. We're going to say it's hers. Or a debit card, we're going to put it on her. Anything that makes me out to be a criminal, and I'm not doing no criminal behavior at all, which is why I'm on live 24/7. I'm not on live because I'm afraid. I'm on live to show I'm not committing a crime. That's why I'm on live. That's why I'm living this way. Because I'm not committing a fucking crime at all. And stop having people call me, because I don't talk to nobody. Everybody that calls me is them. Anybody that come into my path is them. And they're coming for a reason. Whether they come to say something dumb, or look at my phone, or how about this, or can you give me directions? It is them. It is them. So, it's getting on my nerves, but I'm very happy and at peace today because God has given me that. And God told me not to worry about it, that He has this under control. But it just still doesn't mean that it's not annoying, because I don't like being treated that way. And I said that ever since I got out of prison in 2008. I do not like being treated like a second-class citizen. And they treat criminals like people that can't read, can't write, and you're just dumb, and you're not a part of this world, and you're over here, and we're up here, and you're way down here. And I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like being intimidated. I don't like people to play along with anything, or she's saying this because. No, I'm saying this because this is what it is, and you don't know the full story. So shut up and believe whatever they tell you to believe, and do whatever they tell you to do. That's what you do. But don't say nothing to me. Nobody talking to me. They ain't got no business talking to me. Don't talk to me. When I go into a Goodwill, don't talk to me. You're not supposed to be talking to me. You're supposed to be working. If I say hi to you, I'm only going to say hi and bye and be friendly during the checkout transaction. I don't need all the extra. Oh, yeah, a lot of people come in here and say, oh, I don't care what a lot of people do. A lot of people ain't under investigation like I am. How about that? And tell that to the FBI. Don't tell that to me. Tell that to the IRS. Tell that to the CIA. Tell that to the Department of Revenue. Don't tell that shit to me. A lot of people come in here and shout. Go tell that to them. Next time they come here and ask me about me, tell that to them. Well, why y'all bothering her? Because 80% of our people do the same thing that she doing. So what is she doing wrong? Nothing. I'm Crystal. That's why. I'm Crystal Ketchup. That's why. I'm Crystal. And we going to stop Crystal. That's why. No other reason. We want to stop Crystal. We want to stop Crystal. That's why. No other reason. We're going to stop her and shut her ass down and turn her to be a criminal, because she will not be a criminal like we want her to be. We want you to criminalize. You're not going to be a criminal, we're going to make you one. We're going to put all of this suspicion, we're going to put all of this stuff around you when you go to the bank. We're going to do this, we're going to assign cards, we're going to attach cards to your debit card. We're going to do stuff. You're going to be a criminal. Yes, you are. No matter what I say I'm not, this is why they're doing it the way that they're doing it, so that it's such an alarming amount of evidence, but it is all circumstantial evidence, and it's not true whatsoever. Because just as they can say, well, weren't you in this store? Didn't I tell you I'm in the store when you do it? Didn't I tell you that? All right, then. Yeah. Zoom in on that camera. Zoom in on that. And then when you zoom in on that, then zoom in on the bills that I actually paid with. Didn't you see me use that pen? Zoom in on the camera and turn that microphone up. Didn't you hear me tell that girl to check that money? All right, then. Do you see? Is my phone turned off? Is my iCloud signed out when I go in the store? Yes, it is. But is yours signed in? Yes, it is. Investigate what I'm saying. Turn them iClouds off. Turn those Apple Pays off, because I ain't got it. I ain't got no debit card. Stop giving me people's information. I don't use people's information. I don't commit identity theft. I keep saying that. Stop ordering stuff. I don't order stuff. I don't order online. Stop doing that. Then we won't have anything. Won't be no suspicion. It won't be nothing to investigate, because I done took off 80% off the table. I cannot go in the store in peace. That's why I don't shop. I don't shop because I'm hiding, because I'm hot. I don't shop because I can't shop in peace. I don't shop because if I do go in the store, they in there. They ain't in there to watch. They in there to shop. Come on in here, bitch. We in here to buy stuff too. I'm in here buying stuff for $5. They done bought stuff for $500. I didn't buy that. I didn't do that. I didn't do this. I didn't go over here to do that. Well, man, when you there? Yes, but I did. This is my receipt. That's where it come from. That's where it come from. So next time somebody asks me that at Goodwill, you're gonna get an answer that you didn't think you was gonna get. Why do you want us to check your money? Because the FBI is in here and they're setting me up. That's why. And my bills might be real, but theirs might not be. They will have you give me her bills. Give me what she paid for. Yep, we checked it. It ain't real. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Stop calling me. I don't have no phone calls. I don't get no calls. I don't want to talk to nobody on the planet. Nobody. The only people that call me is them. The only numbers in my phone is them. I'm sick of it. Sick of living this way. Get on with it already. It's not fair. It's not a way for somebody to live. So, like I said, because I got my tape running, and I need my tape. I don't like going into Goodwills. They work there. They are there. And if they're not there, they have already put somebody there that told them what to do. When I come into Goodwill, it is an overwhelming amount of suspicion. Everybody looks at me, or I feel that anyway, as if the criminal has arrived. Get in place. I don't like it. The furniture is not the same. I don't like it. I'm not even making the money that I normally would make. April would normally be my biggest month. And I have not made hardly none. And I will willing to bet my life that they will use this statement against me. Didn't you say to April, yep, and which is why they don't have me making hardly none, so that I look like a complete liar. This goes to show what I'm saying is true, that they make and they sabotage situations and scenarios to make me out to be a liar, which I am not. I said that April is supposed to be my biggest month, so they shut me down in April. We'll show you that April is not going to give you anything, but we're going to take your statement and use it against you, and we're going to make money in April, and we're going to charge it to you. Didn't you say that April was your biggest month on this day and at this time? Yep, but I also said that you're stopping it too. Have not made hardly no money for the month of April. So now I'm wondering, and I'm asking God, is it even worth my time? Is it worth my energy? Is it worth what I have to put up with to don't go out here. I'm meeting them, don't know who I'm meeting, don't know what has been formed around me, and it's not worth it anymore. It ain't worth it no more. So I don't know. To me, it ain't no trap in me sitting still. There ain't no trap in that. Set me up sitting still. Let me see how smart and sophisticated you can be doing that. Well, she ain't went nowhere in 4 days. Set that up. Frame that. Frame me sitting still. Because that's what I feel like I need to do. I don't like it. It's so, I don't even go to the post office during post office hours because I have a mode of anxiety that they are. I have packages over there, so I don't like to go to the post office during hours of certain times. I go when they're closed, and even when they're closed, it's not good because I'm never there by myself. I'm always there with somebody else. I never get to the post office by myself. No matter what time I go, somebody else is there. So I don't know what is going on. I don't like it. I'm never by myself anymore. In this big ass world, never by myself. I can go park in the furthest patch of woods. God damn it, here's somebody. God darn it, they're parking with me. I just want to be by myself. The more these people get involved with me, the more I want to be by myself. The more I don't want nobody around me. The more I don't want nobody talking to me. The more I want to be alone and secluded, away from anybody. And if you have been under the amount of suspicion that I have been under in the amount of time that I have been under it, you would feel the same way. Stay away from me. So I don't like it. I don't know if I want to continue it because it's not fun. It don't feel the same. It used to be fun. You know, when I used to go in Goodwills and I'm shopping and I see something I like, and it's like so much stuff in there I don't know what to get. It's not like that anymore. It's like one thing in here they've already picked. She'll want this, give her that. No. And I can tell. You can feel it. It's in the air. You know, it's in the air. Give her that. And when she's on the way here, go ahead and take this off the floor. Take that off the floor. Don't put this out because she's in your area. She got enough money, she'll probably come here today. Don't put that out on your floor today. Wait until she's in another area and put it out for somebody else. It's not the same. It feels nasty. And it feels when I go in there. And no matter how the people talk to you, it feels like it's all a part of, you're just playing in the cycle. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So I don't know. I'm only working to pay bills anyway. It's not like I'm working to get myself a place to stay, or I'm working because I got a hotel room I'm paying for. No, I'm working to pay bills. And they take my money order anyway. They took my money order and won't even answer me, won't tell me why they took it, what's the reason for it, none of that. Ketchup say the bankruptcy dismissed, so I don't care. He the police, he would know. So they don't tell me anything. They just do whatever they want to do. Have no understanding for it. I researched that in my mind. Well, the money I got, the money order with came directly from them. I went that morning. I got a refund. I'm on camera. Refund for the camera that I bought, $202. I took it straight across the street, straight across the road, and went and got a money order for the rest of my bankruptcy for $148. Went directly across there. So what? It's not an issue with money there. Because I'm on camera at Walmart. She got a refund. She took it right there. When I got a money order. When it took it straight over there to the post office. Why my money order gone? Keep my bills from being paid. Well, don't pay them then. I don't care. I don't care about none of them. Not right now. Not the way I feel. I ain't never seen nobody in prison for bills. If they are, then guess what? When I get out, I won't owe you. How about that? As long as I owe you, you'll never be broke. Why she's not paying? Because I'm being aggravated. That's why you're not getting no money. Why didn't you pay? Because I'm being aggravated. I can't work. Everything that I do, they come and aggravate. And annoy and cause suspicion and create situations to seem like I'm doing something that I'm not doing. I was at McDonald's. I'm fine giving out the cups, giving out people their food. I don't want to work around no money. I don't want to around people cards. I don't want to work around anything. I don't want to be putting my fingerprints on stuff. No, I don't want to do this. Can I work up there? No, we think you'd be better off here. I know, because that's where they want me at. No, I don't want to do it. Then my information, everybody else clocking in with they and stuff. Not me, not mine. Everybody else checking their time. Mine don't work. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. Worked at the hotel. All they doing is sending drug people up there all the time. Ain't nobody got time for that. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. I don't want to work in that environment. So, the way I look at it, I'm not working for nobody anyway. All of my money, whatever that lady gave me, was going straight over there to give to the Department of Revenue, the IRS, they $50 payment, even though they behinds ain't even answer me about my payment arrangement. That's fine, then you don't get nothing. You don't get nothing. Get nothing. How about that? And what I need for him to do is move on that she's not paying her taxes so we can get in front of a federal judge and I can say why she's not. Why haven't you filed, ma'am? Oh, well, I'm glad you asked, sir. Because see, what I'm trying to tell you is I've been keep complaining to them that somebody is selling furniture and doing stuff in my name. And they won't answer me. So I'm not filing anything because I feel like I'm being set up to file fraudulent returns. So I'm not filing anything because they won't answer me. And I came and made a complaint to them and gave them evidence and gave them proof. And all they're doing is erasing it and sabotaging it. So I'm not filing anything. I file when God tells me to file. And if God don't tell me to file, I'm not. Do whatever you want to do. Serve it. When you get in court, help me out. She ain't filing taxes. Glad you said that. Why not? Because. Glad you said it. Glad you told her. I'd rather go to jail for that than to go to jail for filing fraudulent returns. You ain't finna set me up like that. Go in there and tell the truth. She ain't filed. Nope. Judge, why you ain't filed? Cause. Ask them why. They know why. They know why I ain't filed. They know exactly why. I ain't finna play with y'all. Let y'all keep doing me like that when God already told me what you're doing. No, God tell me to file, I file. God tell me to go into Goodwill, I go. If God tell me to stay out of there, I'm staying out. God tell me how to handle this new stuff that I found over the weekend, I'll do that too. And He already have. He already have. I'm not gonna keep doing this. This is bringing torture on myself. When these people have come to you and they have given you a clear motive. Very arrogant, by the way. And very, 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 very evil. Have come to you and told you, this is what we're doing. Sit back and wait. We're setting you up right now. Well, anyway. I need to turn my recording off. This is April the 26th. And it's 5:50 and I've talked way too long. And I just wanted to say that. I wanted to vent. I didn't need to vent. I needed to have my music on, because when my music on, God is talking to me, and I don't be wrapped up and consumed in what these people are doing. When I don't have my music on, I'm overwhelmed by the evil around me, that I can feel around me and that I know is around me. And when I have my music on, I do not feel that way. So I'm turning this recording off, because it is not meant to ramble. It is meant to just state facts of what is going on, and to not have court on a recording. It's only to say what is going on and what I need to be said at the time that I needed it to be said. And that's it. I'm going to cut it off. This is April the 26th, 2021, and I'm cutting it off at 5:51 p.m. This is Crystal Ketchup. Better with having just my music on. When I have my music on, God tells me what to do. But now that I'm just on live, I really don't. I don't like going into the Goodwills no more. I've already said that, but I don't. It literally just feels real nasty. It does. The stuff is priced different. Is people act different. It's just really weird. And that's all because you going in there. All because you going in there. You weren't going in there, it wouldn't be like that. You go in there, stuff get off the floor, stuff is moved, stuff is retagged, stuff is took off. All because you're going in there. All because you're going in there. For what? I don't even get it. When I'm followed to go sell it, I'm followed. The ad comes from you, because my ads are not posted. I've already said that. I never get a notification. Your ad is visible to others. That's number one. No, number one is it doesn't say it's in review. Number two, it doesn't say that it's visible to others on Marketplace. And three, all these weird looking people with these dumb names. They're not real names, not real photographs and all of this. They're staged. So my stuff is only getting answered by you. It's number one. That's fine. You know, thank God. Still getting sold. I'm going to thank God anyway. Then, look at how your sales go though. Look at the aggravation around it. Look at the torture behind it. Look at everything that's going on around it. Look at what's being done. Not worth it. It ain't like I'm making a good amount of money. It's bad. I'm just playing a game. Come on, play with us, so we can keep doing what we're doing, and we can keep setting you up. That's what we want you to do. Why am I doing that? I can't answer that myself. Not real. The people that I'm going to are not real people. And I sell the stuff, and then you gotta know, look at your money. Why is that money in order? Why is it all new? Why is it... Okay, if you ain't looking at your money, you're looking at, are you at a drug area? If you ain't looking at it, if you are at a drug area, are you looking at, is this person a criminal? Do they got me meeting a criminal? That I don't know that I'm meeting a criminal? They know, okay, she don't like men. She ain't gonna talk to no young black boys. She's not gonna go there. Nobody look like a rapper. She ain't going to no bad neighborhood. So we'll put her with grown-looking criminals. Criminals. Women. That's criminals. I don't want to be with them either. So it's all this variation. Nothing, because it's nothing that it is, just it is what it is. She ain't doing nothing. She ain't doing nothing. She ain't doing nothing. It ain't that. It ain't that at all. Did I just pass it? Yep, I just passed it. One in my mouth. It ain't that. If it was that, wouldn't be so much going on. If it was that, because anybody just following me would know the girl's not committing no crimes at all. Somebody doing that to her. It would take nobody a week to do that. The girl ain't committing no crime. She ain't committing no crime. The crime being done is being done around her. She ain't doing it. She ain't doing it. She ain't doing anything. Completely different world, because God talks to me the whole time, and he was there. God told me today, not one of them, not one of them. He told me God told me today I didn't change my mind. I didn't change my mind, and I didn't change my word. I told you not one of them will be able to withstand you. Not one. Not one. He said, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. But I did get a fortune cookie last night, and I did read it, and God told me that he did agree. My delivery may not be right, especially when I'm upset and I'm cussing, whatever. My delivery is not right, because the Bible says, even to make peace with your enemy while he is in your way. Y'all are definitely in my way. You're in my way. You are in my way. And he says, his word says to make peace with your enemy while he is in your way. I don't really make peace. I really start wars, because I'll cuss y'all out, call out your tag numbers, and do all of this stuff. When the right thing to do, because I thought about it last night when I saw that, and I asked God, okay, how do I supposed to handle it then? Because I'm frustrated. And though that's your word, I have feelings. Look at everything that they have done to me, and you want me to handle this with respect? You want me to respect them? And the Lord said yes. Because respect is my will. He said to give honor while honor is due. That vengeance belongs to him. I'm not respecting you because you did what's right. I'm respecting authority because that is what the authority is. Because the Lord told me, rightfully speaking, you don't know who's around you, who's listening to you, and who can be getting offended. And I probably have put someone there to help you, and you probably offended them when you're putting them in the same category as everybody else. So that's not the approach that I want you to take. That even if you are under watch by someone that is evil, you don't do evil for evil. The Bible says you repay evil with good. So if you know that your enemy is doing something to you, then your response is not to be evil to him. Your response is to do good to him. So when I saw that last night, I said, okay, then God, you'll have to help me. Because there are times when that's all I really want to do is cuss and fuss because of how I feel and how I'm being violated, and how they are telling everybody that I'm a criminal and that I'm not. And God further told me, rejoice when you're lied on, when you're persecuted. I gave you my word on that, and I didn't change my mind. Though you're being persecuted, though you're being lied on, though you're one, you win people over by your conduct, not your words, not your flamboyant nature. That's not the way you win people over. And so I saw that in my fortune cookie last night, and I talked to God about it. So I'm not technically supposed to be conversing with you in a disrespectful nature anymore, regardless of who you are, regardless of the evil that you have done. I'm supposed to. So I asked God, how do I supposed to handle it then? And he said, like a person with common sense, a common sense person that has been done this way would, one, get an attorney, two, write to the appropriate officials about the matter in a respectful tone, not in a tone that is offensive, because these people are still in authority. Whether they are doing the right thing with that authority is not my call to make. It is God's call. And that's where he told me he gets involved. But that I am supposed to do the right thing, which is to be respectful and to submit myself, because that's his word. Submit yourself to authority. Submit myself as if I am submitting myself to God. So as I submit myself to the FBI, as I submit myself to the CIA, as I submit myself to the IRS, as I submit myself to the Department of Revenue, as I submit myself to the local officials, then I am submitting myself to God. Because when these people do have to be at work and they get my case and they say, oh my God, I got that girl today, or I'm doing her, then they will be won by my chaste conduct. They're not won by, oh, I listened to her and I had to listen to her phone call, or I had to follow her and she was cussing all day long. Nope, when they followed me, the Lord told me they should see me. Well, I looked at her and I didn't see a criminal. I saw this, or I saw that, or this is what I wrote and this is that. Because even in that, if they are notating information that is not correct, if they are falsifying evidence, if they are putting stuff there that's not real, they will be convicted. I felt so bad because I saw that girl and she wasn't doing anything, and I wrote that she was, or I put down that she did do this and she didn't. Then they will feel convicted. But there's no conviction if they write that and they heard, oh, she called him a beast, she called him a faggot, or she said that. Oh well, let me hurry up and write this down. Yep, wrote down this and I wrote down that and I turned it in. That's not true. So, though I'm aggravated, I'm really, really, honestly, I'm really, 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 really at a loss for words about ketchup. And it ain't no way around it. Ain't no way around it. I reported to y'all a card that I didn't have. I called and I made reports about it. I made email reports about it. That I didn't have it in my possession. Didn't even know where the card went to. And Ketchup had it. And he was using it. And when he was gone, he was using it. And that is when all those people kept giving me all those stupid fraud alerts. And y'all used him Somebody used him. I'm going to say that. The Lord told me to stop putting this under a specific person because I don't know. But I do know that someone did this. They gave him that card. And he was using it. And I reported to you, and you know that I'm telling the truth. You know that I didn't have a card ending in that card number. You know that. I didn't have a card ending in that. I reported it to you, and he was using it. And it was given to him by a Fifth Third Bank official. There it is. And I'm doing what I was doing now. I'm writing, I'm calling. I keep getting an alert. My card is cut off. This is cut off. My card is connected. It keeps saying this card number. I don't have this card number. Why does it? Same thing. Same thing. And I'm telling you, that's what happened, and I got proof of it. And how do I feel? On one hand, I feel amazing. But on another hand, I feel horrible. Because I wanted to believe him, even though I did not believe him at all. I still wanted to believe, okay, everything is just circumstantial. They still could just be around him, and he don't know who they are. And they're just turning it all around because that's what they do. And they're just making it look like he worked for them. And he really don't. So God said, let me hit you in your head with a dumbbell. Let me get you out of that thought. Let me help you. And you know what I said after that? After why I stopped crying so hard? Because after I stopped crying so hard, I still wanted to rationalize with the truth. I still wanted to say, well, maybe he didn't know they gave it to him. Maybe he didn't know he had that card. It's a possibility. Crystal. 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 Okay. God is allowing you to see this for a reason. Because you keep wanting to believe in him. And he is not who you think he is. And you need to accept it. And I don't want to accept that. It is easier, honestly speaking, just talking out loud. It is honestly better for me to deal with it in denial. I can't accept that. I can't. Yesterday I thought I would die. Just thinking about what he did, and because everything is like I knocked over a domino and everything just fell. And this day went with that day went with this went with that went with that, and I couldn't breathe. And I laid down, and I literally, I'm not lying, I laid down, and I wanted to call him and say, I can't breathe. Can you please come check on me? I can't breathe. And my back, which is my lungs, it hurts in my back. It's not technically my back, it's my lungs. Can you please come check on me? Because I feel like I'm going to die. And he was the source of my pain. And I still wanted to call him because I'm just used to him. And he takes care of me so well. When I'm sick like that, he knows exactly what to do to make me feel better. He knows. I don't have to tell anybody else. I don't have to tell somebody else what to do. I don't have to tell somebody how to do it, where it's hurting at, or what it's feeling like, or he knows. He knows how to take care of me. And so I stopped crying because I just made the decision that, okay, I know what he did, but I just won't accept that. But I know, I see, but I won't accept that right now. I'll just make a conscious decision to remain in denial. I will do that. And though he is literally killing me softly, I'll just try to not be stabbed by him if possible. And that's not possible when every time he's around me, that's what he's doing. He's coming around me to stab me. And the last time I was with him, I might have been looking for him to stab me one way, and he stabbed me somewhere else, stabbed me somewhere new. And which is why God told me he kept his iPhone on. He kept it on for a reason. And so some stuff I cannot say. Some stuff that I know that God has told me, because I know that you know that if she figured that out, she got to know about this. And if she figured this out, then she got to know about that. Even though you technically don't think I figured out anything, you think I'm the one that is doing this, and that I'm trying to blame it on him, even though you know better than that. But there's some things that are just so evil, that are just so bad, that are just so bad, that I just cannot say. That I think that if y'all were to say, tell me everything, and in return, this is what we're going to do for you. We're going to give you your life back, and we're going to leave you alone, and we're going to put surveillance around you, but it's only going to be to protect you for what you say, because we know that you have some information that people will hurt you for it. But we need to know. But we are going to protect you. I would still say, I can't say it out loud. I can't even write it down. Because I just can't believe he would do that to me and put me in a position that if I did say something, that I didn't, I didn't, I'm, why am I involved? Why am I in this? Why am I in a conversation with these people, agents or not? Why am I in this? I didn't ask to be in this situation. I didn't ask to be in this, and so I feel like that is why it is somebody made the decision. We have to trap her off and send her to jail, and probably if we let her out, then we have to kill her, or we have to try to kill her in there, or do something to her in there. But we have to get rid of her because she's still going to have the information. And even if she went to jail, she still is going to tell it eventually. Maybe. I just think that is, and none of that bothers me because God told me that He is protecting me. So none of that part bothers me. The only part that bothers me is that Ketchup did. I mean, he's working for somebody. He's not doing this on his own. But, I mean, I'm just saying. Somebody has him doing some really evil things to me. And I don't think, I mean, we're not, this isn't an arrangement. This isn't, you give me this, I give you that. It's not that at all. I'm just saying, like, for real, how y'all gonna get past what I just said? Like, how? I've connected him, the man at the bank, the card number, that is right, boom, 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 boom. It's like, it ain't no, how are we getting around that? What are y'all gonna do? That's Fifth Third. Even if that's an agent at Fifth Third, which it was, you still can't, you are still representing Fifth Third. Now you got Fifth Third responsible. Because Fifth Third gave him that card. And even if the agent gave him that card, the Fifth Third still gave him that card through the agent. That meant that Fifth Third was in agreement to this foolishness. Now you got however many people was involved in that. Let's just explore that for a second. Let's say you got the person that made the card, the person that gave the card. Say that's two different people. The person that brought the card to the bank, or however he got the card. The agent, look at how many people is getting involved with this. And that's only one thing. We ain't talking about the other things. So yeah, I understand why Operation Get Crystal is in effect, because this is way too many people. It's only one of you. It's all of these people. So we get rid of her, save all of these people. Well, we have to see what God say about that. That's all I can say. Even though the lady told me that these people don't go to jail. They don't go to jail. This is what they do for a living. They don't go to jail. They don't get in trouble. They don't do any of that. That's why they're doing what they're doing, and that's why they're so arrogant, because this is what they do. They don't go to jail. So they're not really in fear. They're not at home saying she's going to tell on me, because they don't care. This is what they do. That's what she said. I don't know if that's true or not. I've never been involved. And really, to be honest with you, and really to be all technical about it while y'all are listening, just to like really just show you like how down to earth I am. People in my culture, where I come from, in the small town of Hetzler, Georgia, out there in the country, we don't have these type of issues. Nobody in my family we don't handle these. This is too big. We don't deal with that. Nobody don't know what to do with that. That's probably why my family acting retarded. They don't know what to do with that. She is what? The who? They doing what? Really? I know that's what they're saying. They're not telling y'all that. But they're saying Chrissy is what? No. She ain't do that. No, she ain't do that. They know. They know. They're just taking whatever they have been given and going on about their business because this family is money hungry. You get them money to do anything, they'll do it. They probably would have just killed me if you just would have asked. They would have done that. But, basically what I'm saying is we don't know what to do with that. Our family don't deal with stuff. We not like these people. Like, I really be amazed by, like, for example, Trayvon Martin family. That lady ain't have no idea that you went from being a regular person going to work every day with a regular black son, you a regular black family, to now you are an icon and you're represented and your son's name is a household name and he means something and he stands for something, and people are expecting for you to fight for all the other black kids in the world now because of what happened to your son. You're not now just a regular black person. That lady ain't know what to do with that. She ain't know what to do with that. You went one day, you regular, to the next day, Beyonce and Jay-Z is on your phone talking to you about your son. That lady ain't know what to do with that. Do I think I'm in that position? Not necessarily. But is it on that level as far as with being an overwhelming situation? Absolutely. Absolutely. Not as far as with everybody in the world, but as far as everybody that know about the situation, in my mind, yeah, it's a monstrosity. It is, in my mind. It is. It is. Everybody that know y'all, because everybody that I know that y'all are involved. Everybody knew except for me. And I'm just the only one just walking around and just la, 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 la. And everybody know these people are around and they're doing this. And I'm telling these people, that's the crazy thing. Y'all were around and I'm telling these people on y'all and have no idea. That's how I know that this family is full of it. And they know Chrissy is telling the truth and nobody's helping me because they know. I was calling them. I got threatened by the police. Really? And now that's what they're saying. Really? You did? You really think the police doing it? Yes. That's what they're saying to me. You really think the police is doing it? Yes. How do you know? Let me see. I'm showing. And I'm saying Easter has the most information. That's why she got that Mercedes. Because she has the most inside information of what y'all did. Of what they did. I'm sorry. She has the most information. She has witnessed text messages. She has witnessed the evil messages, the talking through Wi-Fi, the emails, the credit cards, the information coming to my phone. She's witnessed almost all of it for the simple fact of she was the closest one to me. And she ended up being on that side. And it's extremely hurtful. Not that hurtful, though. I can accept that. But can accept it. I can't accept ketchup. And that's the part that really throws me. And even though I know God is with me and everything, that is overwhelming. I have $4 go wash my clothes with. It's overwhelming for me. I can't. I don't care if we was to. I can't, because that puts him. That means all. That's why I'm saying it's not just that card. That card connects you with all of this other stuff. Yes, it does. It connects you with Cash App. It connects you with everything. It was a domino piece, and it was like a Jenga. And that one little piece, God said, go in your bag and get it. I made a recording about a week ago, and I said, God said it's in my hand. God sent me to my bag the other day. And I said, God, what did you send me in here for? And I was supposed to do it then. God told me, go look in your bag. Okay, I'm going to look in my bag. God said, look in your bag. Take out every piece. Look in your bag. He still told me to look in there. And I just said, I just can't. I can't keep connecting stuff. I connected enough. God says, more I want you to see. And I'm sitting here and I'm saying, okay, you did this, and okay, this is, I don't even know why, honestly. I don't even know why that would have been, that receipt would have been isolated, really, to be honest with you. Because that receipt should have been filed with other receipts elsewhere. I really shouldn't have even been able to get to it. I should have been able to get to it, but it shouldn't have been loose the way that it was. It shouldn't have been at all. Should not have been. And that too is how I know it was God, because it was the only one, and it was by itself, and it was just a piece of paper, and it was as if I was going to throw it. It wasn't even put in the category of important receipts, and it is. So when I found it, I looked at the number on there. There it is. And every time I looked at it, it hurt. I looked at it again, it hurt. I looked at it again, and I just about died. I reported it. Here it is, right here. I said to the FBI, this right here. Look here, baby. Look who had it, though. Look who had it. But we ain't gonna just look who had it. Look at when it was being used. Go back and look at the dates that you emailed. Go back and look at when you called. Go back and look at when you had the issue at the bank. Who had the card? Where was the card? Oh. I think I'll put my stuff in the washer. hot. So anyway, I don't think it's a way around that. What does that mean? I don't know. I have no idea. I know it's too much. I used to be locked up with this Mexican lady named Sola. And she was a big drug dealer. She said she didn't know. But either way, her name was Sola. And when something happened and it was too much, she used to say, it's too much, too much, too much. And this is too much, too much. Don't even know what to do with it. It's too big for my culture. We're not used to problems like this. I don't know. Somebody's probably saying, why haven't that girl gone to get a lawyer yet? What is she waiting on? Because God ain't told me to do that yet. And I honestly, the last thing I want to do is fight. Just honestly, the last thing I want to do is fight. Is be held up more years in court having to fight. Having to relive it over and over again. When I really want to forget it. And move on. If that's possible. Go lay down. Go sleep. Go rest. Then see what I want to do. I don't know. Really, to be honest with you, I don't know. I don't know. I know that I know that I'm completely tired of talking about it. And right now I'm just stuck in that little frame. And every day I wake up with new stuff. But nothing beats yesterday. Because I kept asking God, well, God, if this, if that, maybe, and I know better. I know better. And I'm just wanting to believe different. I just don't want to believe. I don't think nobody can understand what I'm saying. I don't think nobody understands that. I don't think anybody understand that. I used to cry. I used to go into the store. Do you know how retarded those people had to think I was? Or what did those, that's how I know y'all been telling people for the longest that she uses her psychology degree or something, whatever y'all tell people. Because people would look at me like that girl that I'm always posting. The little girl that I'm always posting that look confused. They would look at me like that. And everybody used to be like, oh, I don't think you crazy. I think you. And they would never finish that sentence. Because I wouldn't know what they were doing. And they wouldn't believe that she know because God is telling her. She don't know because she doing it. She know because God is telling her. Only the people that knew God was telling me knew because they were the ones that was watching me. So they knew she ain't committed no crime. She know because God watching her, but we can't put that down in our reports. God told her that. So we got to act like she actually did it. That's how she know. No, I don't know anything. Used to get up in Kentucky and follow whatever God told me to do all day. And that them police couldn't stand me up there. They knew God is telling her that. Because she did not know. She didn't know to do this or do that. And I used to call, I don't think you understand, I used to call the police. I called the police in Walmart. That's how I got banned. Them people kept following me and I got tired of it. And I told that lady, you shut up. You just shut up. And I bet they were saying, did this lady have any idea that we're investigating her? And she's standing up here telling us to call the police? She's telling us to call the police and we're already in here. I'm confused. I'm confused. I'm confused. I'm confused. I used to call the police. I mean, I'm at a loss for words. I used to call the police. Please go look at how many times I called the police in Kentucky. How many times I called the police? How many reports? How many officers that I talked to? How many times did I threaten Walmart? And I bet they saying, we looking at you. And I used to always tell Ketchup, why do they not be bothering you? And he told me, that is the day that he told me in that Walmart line. And I was like, he said, I'm trying to think, what did I say? I said something and he said, if I had enough evidence, he said, if I had enough, you would already be gone. And I said, what? And I swear it was almost like when I told him about my dream. I wrote the dream down. It's in my notebook. It's almost like that murder movie I was looking at last night when the lady said she seen the murder. She wrote the murder down and then somebody went and did it. It's almost like y'all did, like whoever did that. I wrote it down. It was a dream. And y'all don't believe in that because y'all don't believe in God. So I wrote it down and told him somebody was following me in the store. The lady had something big and we was in Macy's and it was some kind of machine, cooking machine or something. And she had it in Macy's and I seen the card, and on the front of the card I saw Crystal and I didn't see the end, and I snatched that card out of her hand and it was my name on the card. And I called, the police came and they didn't take me to jail because the lady was using my name. And she went to jail. And it was a big, some kind of big machine for the kitchen, and it cost a lot of money. It cost at least a few $100s. I remember in the dream it cost at least a few $100s. It was expensive. And she had it, and I just happened to see the first name, and I snatched that card. And when I snatched it, it had my name on it. And the police came and she went to jail. And that's almost when, it could have been before. That's just when I started to pay that attention. But I know y'all don't believe me. I think you believe me. You just can't believe me because you can't believe that many people would do something wrong, illegal. But I'm telling you, that card, that receipt, it makes everything. Ain't nothing else to think about. Ain't nothing else to talk about. That's why Ketchup won't say nothing else to me. Ain't nothing else to talk about. I clearly reported to y'all. I don't have this card. I called the card people. Why does this card keep coming up? Why is this? Why is that? And that is why he changed his bank account. Because he didn't have that card he got now when he was with me. And that bank account goes to something else. And that something else goes to something else. And all of that shit came together in a flood yesterday, and I couldn't take it. That's why I just kept saying, oh God, because I seen that card number all those different times. And I didn't know why. I didn't know what I was seeing when I was seeing it. Had no idea. I had no clue. And I've seen the card. I seen it here. I seen it there. I seen it. And all of the stuff just fell together. And I'm like, oh my God. That's why I said, because I remember I kept saying, this is going to be important. I kept telling y'all that. This is important. Because God didn't want me to know yet. Because some stuff I know y'all saying, if she know that gotta be around the corner. Why he ain't show her that yet? Because some stuff he hold off on me because it's too much for my brain. And some stuff, honestly, God tell me to do, and I be like, I just can't do it today. Like God tell me, keep digging. He's telling me that. Keep digging. Keep digging. Stay in this area and keep digging. I want you to see something else. I'm trying to show you something else. And but I'm glad to have that. I'm not glad. I'm glad, and I'm not glad. It is called a bittersweet moment. I'm glad that I finally got him. I'm not glad because I got him. See, everything is no and no. And goodwill. I don't want the stuff that I spent my money. Him. I'm glad I found it, but I didn't want to know. Everything is like that. I want to be with him, cannot be with him. Be with him, oh my God, I be with him, And I'd be in the inside, I'd be like, what are you doing? You know this man is working. And I mean working. This man is setting you up, girl. What are you doing? And I'd be like, nah, maybe he's feeling bad. And it's not feeling bad. The police already told you he don't care about you at all. Too much done happened. They done jived on you. They was sending pictures about you. He don't feel anything about you. Nothing. Nothing. You're a joke to them. They jive on you. They jive and they laugh. That's why he let you sleep in this truck. Because you're a joke. They don't care. And so really, that just, I don't know. But I don't know who did that though. I'm named Brand. Like I'm not a. I don't think nobody deserves this life, but I'm not. I mean, I know why you did it, to make me look like you're criminal, typical. I would fit your criminal profile because my life in Kentucky didn't fit your profile. So you brought me down here so you can make over my profile. That's why you had him leave me on the side of the road, leave me and my family and everybody calling me a liar. So then I fit, and then I'm supposed to just go back to drugs, and or get on marijuana, and then start drinking, and that's why you tried to introduce the cigarettes and I didn't take it. And then one by one you just, oh, she's falling back, and now we going down it, now she's fitting the most, and no, I'm not. Nope. 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 And I know you think that's psychology. Nope, that's God. God told me that's what you're doing. That's why they doing that to you. That's why they won't allow him to give you no money. That's why they won't allow nobody to give you no money, because it looks like you're committing crime if people are helping you. They don't want nobody to help you because they want it to look like you're committing crime. That's why they won't let nobody give you no money. They won't let nobody help you. That's why they won't let you get no credit card or a legit account or a loan or something, or your stimulus money to help you get on your feet. They don't want you on your feet. Not in no legal way. They want you to fit the profile. They want you to get out of school. That's why they aggravated you in school, doing all kind of stuff in school, trying to sabotage that, interfere with that, because they want to fit the profile. That's why he keeps saying, you changed. I haven't changed. I haven't changed. But that card, there ain't no way around it. Ain't no way around it. I seen that, and it was, oh my God. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I kept looking at it and said, them numbers came from somewhere. Where did those numbers come from? Them numbers come from somewhere. Kept digging, kept digging, kept digging. God said, keep digging. Is more right there. It's more. Keep digging in that area. Stay right there. Stay. It's hot. Dig. Keep going. Keep going. Stay right there. Keep going. And I'm like, can't take it. Can't take it. But I'm glad. But I'm not glad. I'm glad, but my chest hurt so bad I had to just lay down. I couldn't even cry no more. I literally said, you can't cry anymore. You can't. You can't go to the doctor. You have nowhere to leave your truck. And if you leave your truck, these people are going to go through it like rats. They're going to put all kinds of stuff in this truck. Oh, God. can't go to the hospital. I can't leave it. I can't do anything. I have to just sit here. I have to just take it. That's why I don't want to get out of this truck. I hate to get out of this truck. I hate to. You think my mom don't ever say, child, go to the mall somewhere and sit down and relax your nerves and have you a nice lunch, or go for a nice walk in one of these nice ritzy areas on their trails. No, I don't want to leave the truck. I don't want to leave the truck. Or my mind don't never say, get you a room and go take a nap and look at the Kardashians and catch up on your shows. It's so much stuff that I just pray that one day I'll be able to say that I just can't say. That's some stuff, like I said, it's just too evil. Because I know that somebody will say, how did you know that if you didn't do it? That's like me going down to the police department and giving them all of the intricate details to a murder. They would say, come here, ma'am. Come, girl, get yourself over here. Put your hands behind your back. We not gonna play with you. How did you know that? I'm telling you. God told me. Okay, that investigator be like, okay, all right, God told you. Well, come on. Did God tell you what we was going to do when you got down here? Did God tell you that? That's why I'd be like, I don't want to say anything, because then again, I feel like if I did, that you will know, like you know everything else, she didn't, because we were watching her and she didn't do that. She gotta know, because God told her. That's why I told you that I believe God is gonna get the glory out of this investigation. That even though it's bad as it is right now, and it is bad, that God is gonna get the glory out of it, because somebody is gonna tell the truth and say she didn't do that. She didn't do that. She knows only because they might not even believe in God. And they can say, well, how did she know? I don't know. But she ain't do it. She didn't do it. She didn't do it. I was watching her the whole time. I was watching her on this day. I was watching her on this time. I was listening to her. I was watching her live. She didn't do that. So how are you going to explain? I can't. I don't believe in God either. But I know that somebody told her, because she didn't know that and she didn't do it. But God told me. And every time I wake up and God tell me go look for something, and I look, it be something wrong. And ain't nothing I did, it be something wrong. And God told me yesterday, get up and look in your bag, and I did. When I went and looked in there, I almost died. And he know what I'm talking about, and thinks this is a receipt to a restaurant. No, it's not. Not then. And I literally, this is how you know I'm telling you the truth. I wrote to you and didn't even know what I was writing to you. I didn't know. Because the thing about my notes is, what's beautiful about them is, they're written day by day. So you could build the anticipation as my notes are written. So I'm writing, I don't understand this today. This happened. This card keep coming up. I don't have this card. And come out. Who got this card? And the thing is, when this happened was one of those times that he was not with me. That is the crazy part about it. Because I kept saying he's leaving me to do something. He's leaving, Oh, I just thought about something. Oh, I'm going to tell. Oh, my God. Oh. 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 That's why I like talking out loud. Okay. Check this. He left. I accuse him of selling furniture. He has the card. Y'all done hooked that card to me. He's selling furniture. Y'all putting that in that account. I really don't have no access to that account, but y'all have me having access to that account. Any money that is in that account, ooh, oh, oh, my chest hurt. Oh, 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 oh. Because if y'all have a card, if he had a card, and y'all had him go, he would have to be doing something while he's gone. All I gotta say to that is, I'm gonna have somebody tell the truth for me. I'm gonna have somebody tell the truth for me. You gonna have somebody tell the truth for me. They ain't gonna tell the truth because they telling the truth for me. They just gonna tell the truth because they telling the truth. Oh, God. kept saying, it has to be something else. I ain't gonna cry today. I cried yesterday. I'm gonna cry today. I ain't got it in me today. That's why talking out loud sometimes I don't like to do it because I be still sorting things out. But sometimes when I talk, stuff come out and I hear it and I can put it together. Because sometimes the situation is so overwhelming. Now I can see why investigators have a board and they write all their stuff on a board. That way you can see, okay, what puzzle pieces fit where. Maybe I need a board. Because I'm sitting here and I'm saying, okay, all the pieces are already on the board.
I forgot most of it, but
I don't think any more pieces are going to get on the board. So now it's just a matter of placing the pieces that are already here.
I don't know anybody that's doing micro shit
because they're already on the board. All of your pieces to the puzzle are already here.
Like that.
And you got 90% of the puzzle
I don't
pieced together already.
Like, oh girl, once I saw the style, and I was like, this ain't gonna take long. First I want to do something different. I was like, I always get my braid or twist long.
That's it. That's it. Because the card probably just went ahead and connected the other 10%. Because the card puts about, I don't know how many things together. That's why y'all had him keep leaving. Yeah, he kept leaving. Every weekend, almost every 2 weeks, almost. Because it would look like we were selling everywhere. Oh, I ain't filing no returns. God gonna have to lead me to do that. I'd rather the IRS come get me for that than come at me about filing the wrong thing. No.
Oh, I know, girl. That is so horrible, isn't it?
Because really, to be honest with you, it don't even make no sense. Why the IRS would be interested in me For the simple fact of in Kentucky and in Tennessee, I didn't make no money. He did. Even with him saying that he filed his return this year, he the one that would have income that's not added. It wouldn't be me. He would have whatever he been selling, that unemployment that he was getting. He would have to file taxes on that. He the one would be in having I don't know. That's why I understand, and I ain't gonna worry about it. Because the way how evil this is playing, probably wasn't even him that was getting the unemployment. Y'all probably had it being me and him getting it. Because he said he didn't get no unemployment. And yes, he did. Yes, he did. And he said he didn't. Yes, you did get unemployment. So I'm not going to worry about it. But I know one thing. It's a lot of shady stuff in this situation. And it ain't coming back to me. Whatever's being done that I didn't do, I'm not worrying about it. Because you can't chase a lie. Somebody tell one lie, they got to tell two. And if you tell two, you got to tell three. If you tell three, you got to tell four. And eventually, it's going to run out. You're going to overlap and forget one of them lies you told. Like somebody forgot the pay stub that they made. Well, you forgot when you made that pay stub that you was setting him up on this end. Or unless somebody was watching and say, look how he's setting his wife up, I'm going to set his ass up too. Because I said in South Carolina, and I probably should be careful because I might not want to say this, but I thought it was a threat. No, somebody was helping me in South Carolina, and I didn't know it. And that's all I'm going to say. I thought it was a threat. It wasn't a threat. So somebody probably said, look at how he doing his wife. I'm going to do him the same way. Because I don't understand how he worked for y'all. And somebody is setting him up real good on the back end. Because if he said he was working in January, then if you was working in January, sir, why were you getting unemployment? And then if you were getting unemployment, why did you not say that on your bankruptcy? And then if you didn't say that on your bankruptcy, then why, if you was getting unemployment down here, then why did you say you was working with your wife? It's somebody setting him up around the board. That ain't making no sense. And then him working, if that's the correct thing, with the IRS or whoever he working for, you sure you're the one with the outstanding tax issues? It wouldn't be me. You the one with the self-employment, wouldn't be me. So that don't make no sense. And I ain't gonna worry about it at all. But I know one thing. That's why whoever erased that Cash Out message, because they didn't want to link him to that Cash App, and he linked himself when he sent that message and somebody he had it. So that was to put me back in possession of it. I was supposed to be using that card and not knowing all of the transactions. Oh, look at God protecting me. Oh, God had me cut that thing off. I don't have it. Yeah, he tried to give it back to me like y'all tried to give me them cards at the bank. Oh, no, I ain't taking that. He tried to give me that card, told the police, I'm not taking that. I ain't taking that. You ain't taking it? No. No. I ain't taking that. Did I put me back in possession after he done been using it all this time? Then now give her the card and she got it. No shit. The hell you say? We'll tell the FBI about that. I want to see you get out of that. I want to see you get out of that in front of a jury. Ma'am, tell the court what you saw. I don't have no card ending in this number. I kept writing. I wrote the FBI. I wrote this one. I called. I kept getting gibberish. They would never really answer me back when my emails and stuff was being interfered with. I kept telling them it don't make no sense. This is my card. This is my information. I took a picture of it. I have a photograph of it. I have a photograph of the day that I cut it up. Not used no more. Close the account. It was a setup. Oh, I see why God said keep digging. Because it's a whole lot there. Because that's why the information he put in, I went through all that trouble for him. He went through all that trouble, what we did, for him to find the account number and routing number to his American Express card. Found it. And somebody, and you will know if you go into the IRS website, because the IRS website is very secured. They specialize in that. They tell you that when you log in. Your IP address and all that is being looked into and all of that stuff. So when somebody went in there and took that information off and put that Cash App information in there for that stimulus check to come to, knowing I didn't have a card, knowing it would have to be used by Apple Pay, knowing that that card had another card hooked. And you say I'm smart because I did it. No, God told me that. God told me that. And when did it happen, God? At the time he was at the bank. And what happened when he was at the bank? He was in there with that man a long time by himself. And what happened when he said he was in there? He was opening up an account that I ain't know nothing about. When did he come back with that card? When he came back home. Where did the card get mailed to? Didn't get mailed. Oh! Praise the Lord. Didn't get mailed. Praise the Lord. He came back with it. When he came back with it, where did it come from? Where did it come from? It ain't coming no mail. Didn't come in no mail. He just came back with it. Came back with it. Ain't coming no mail. Ain't coming no mail. Ain't coming no mail. Where you get that card from? I never thought to ask him. I'm thinking now. I wrote that down the other day. He never got a card in the mail. It was almost as if he knew my account was going to be flagged like that because he wasn't around. He wasn't around. And when he came back, I told him he was gone. I said, they shut my card down. They've been doing so much with my card. I don't know what's been going on. It keeps giving me an alert. I'm not doing anything with it. I haven't had it. I don't even have to be using the card. And it'll just give me all these alerts. I kept emailing, kept calling. It was him. It was him. It was him. It was him. Oh, Lord. Yes, it was. It was him. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 He was in there too long. I remember saying, why was you in the bank so long? What was you in there doing? In there with that man? What you was doing? Doing something illegal. Doing something illegal. I remember saying, why you come out there so long and you in there, like, what was y'all doing? Wasn't in there with me. What was you doing? I wrote down the date. Oh, I know the man name. I know his name too. What was you doing? Doing something to your wife? Doing something illegal. Then as soon as you open that account, what you did, pew, took off. Took off to go to work. Where you going? To set up our wife? Yes, I am. That's what he did. Took off. Had an account and went off. That's what he did. That's what he did. That's what he did. That's what he did. Want me to think I'm crazy? Nope. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. God had you leave that receipt for a reason, and I caught it. And I caught it. God told me to. Go look in your bag. You got something I want you to see. You ain't wrong about these banks. Come on, let me show it to you. It's right there. Right there. You know, if they try to filter that card right back to you, no, I ain't taking it. I don't want it. I ain't taking that. So now that Cash App account, whatever money was in it, where it went, probably more than likely filtered it out to another account, and then I slinked that account some other way. It ain't really hard. Not that I got the foundation of it. I got it. It ain't hard at all. It ain't hard at all to piece it together. It ain't as technical as it once was. I got it. Put him in a possession of an iPhone. Link an account to it and a card to it. I link that iPhone to her iCloud account, which is why when I turn off my iMessages or whatever with that iMessages, it changed the arrangement of our messages to him. Now, of course, that would change my messages to anybody, but still, he didn't have no iPhone. He talking about this is an old iPhone I had. You didn't have an iPhone. Then the other day, he said, I bought the iPhone offline. Stop it. Then that's why when I called Apple Care the other day, the lady said, you have iPhone 8. She said that first. No, God is allowing me to get this information for a reason. I can see what is going on, and I know what to report. I got it. I'm not lost. I'm not confused. That's what you did. You went and got that card from that bank, and you probably got that card in my name, and you used that card. You was using the Cash App because you would not be able to link that card to... Thank you, Jesus. You wouldn't be able to link that card to no Cash App unless it was in my name. Jesus. You got it in my name. All right. You got that card in my name. You went to sell furniture on it, and them people is paying you. Because I asked you, why do you have a Cash App account? Because I'm setting you up. Thank you, Jesus. That's it. That's it all day. No, it ain't. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. GD Jakes. Can you prove it? Yes, I can. The receipt down there, baby. Yes, I can. You linked it to that Cash App, and it was in my name or a joint name. One of the two. It was my name or a joint name. One of the two. Now, I'm gonna stop clapping for a second because I might be done got too happy. Because that I can't figure out. I'm thinking it was in both. In both names. I don't know. The jury is still out. Maybe. Nope. Because they would have to give out 2 cards. I was going to say, did they give out me a card and him a card? Or did they give out him a card with both of our names on it? Or did they give 1 card and 1 card? I don't know. But either way, that card is the same card number that was on that I reported that I didn't have, that kept coming up on that Apple Pay. And that card got his name on it all day long. So what I'm thinking is, how did it get linked to that and not be in my name? It had to have my name on the account somewhere. And maybe that was just a card with his name on it so that I wouldn't know. That's a logical, possible explanation. But either way, that's what it is. That's what it is all day. The receipt don't lie. His name don't lie. The number don't lie. It's all day. It's all day. And I kept saying, which makes me go back to the day of the flea market. The day of the flea market. And I kept saying, I knew it. I said that day, God said, remember that white man at that flea market, that man that was undercover. He wasn't technically undercover because he went and got dressed. But he ain't having no police clothes at first. And he was in there, sitting at the table. Ketchup was in there. I went in there to use the bathroom or to pay or something. And I seen him and I was like, something ain't right. Take me back to that day. that same day, I seen them numbers again, and I said, what do these numbers go to? I said, this is going to be important. I'm going to fast about that thing, because I think I got it, and I think I want to say, but I think I ain't sure. I think I want to go look at my notebook and look at what I wrote for that day, because I can find that day based on what I sold, and I remember what I sold. And what I sold can tell you what I had to say. Because I remember I didn't feel comfortable with the girl. Said something ain't right. Her spirit wasn't right. I didn't know what it was. I know now. And I'm right. Because when I was doing it and making doing the sale, he walked off. And I said, why did you walk off and leave your wife over here with these strangers? And that girl had a man and another man with them. Why you left your wife? Because he was doing something he had no business. That's what he told me. He was doing something he had no business. That's why I got it. The Lord say, keep digging. I'm going to keep digging. The Lord say, keep digging. I'm going to keep digging. You can't, it's hard. Can't get out of that one. I'm going to find the day, because I got it. I need to be working at the FBI office. Here you go, all day long. That's why God say, take what you got now and go back and read. On the day, look at what I wrote. Called Apple and was told that there are 2 devices on my account. 2 devices associated with my iCloud account. Okay, going back to look at what happened today, a week before, the instance when I said what about that account and where that account was hooked up to Apple Pay. The other account, the other phone that's on my account that I have no knowledge of, and I ain't got but one. There you go. There you go. That's why he talking about the iPhone 8 always had
You ain't always had no iPhone 8 shot, because every phone that you got, you took it out the house and gave it to the police. So you ain't always had no phone. Every phone, I'm telling y'all, every phone he had, he took it out the house and gave it to somebody. I'm telling y'all what he did. Who he gave it to, I don't know. But I know he gave it to the police. What police he gave it to, I don't know. Police had to be in that building. But he was taking them phones out their house left and right. That's why we ain't called to keep none. And he acted like it was because the bill was too high. No, that's what he was doing. And try to accuse that of me. No, that's what he was doing. Taking the phones out. You know me, I like my iPhone. I don't like to sell stuff. Because I don't like to look like no crackhead. And I don't like to look like I'm broke. I don't like to sell stuff. I don't like to sell stuff. And they alive, they say I did, because we argued plenty of times in Kentucky about that. Him wanting to go and he was acting like he was taking clothes to Play-Dohs. No, you're not. You was taking them clothes to the police. And I asked him, why do you keep selling clothes? We don't need no money like that. And I hate that. That looks so broke and ghetto. And look like we hungry. We not hungry. Why do you keep taking clothes out the house? And they my clothes. I can do what I want to do. Granted, you can, and they yours. But I'm just saying, though, why you keep doing that all the time? Because he knew what he was doing. And it's okay. It's all right. It's okay. It's all okay. Because it's right here. It's right here. Issues with Apple Pay. Wrong card number keeps showing up. Keep writing it. I keep writing it. And what card was showing up, ma'am? Catch-up card. No. No, you ain't dripping at all. Why was you dripping a minute ago? Oh, it's a big old hole right here. That's what happened. It's wrote down and makes sense. Had to live a little bit longer. It makes sense by and by. It did. Had to live a little bit. Let it play out. Because it's evil. That's why I found out. That's why God gave it to me. If I had did something wrong, God would allow this situation to be working different. I didn't do nothing wrong. So because I didn't do nothing wrong, God allowed the evil to come out. Get up, girl, and look in your bag. I'm finna take you somewhere. I'm finna show you something. Now go back and look at what you wrote 6, 8 months ago, 9 months ago. Go back and look at that and put that with what you got right now. What you got to say? Okay. What did I just tell you happened at that bank? And that boy told on himself because he's doing evil. Linking cards What did they do? Link that card? Where did they link it from? Fifth Third Bank? Who linked that man in that bank? What is his name? I ain't gonna say it. What day did it happen? I ain't gonna say it. Is it rolled down? Yep. Who you gonna tell? FBI, Ghostbusters. Gonna tell them. I'm sure gonna tell them. That's what they are there for all day long right there. That ain't my job what they do with it, but that's my job to tell y'all about that all day long, because that's what y'all do. That's what's on y'all website. We specialize in corruption on a high and aggravated level. So it's on y'all website. This is high and I'm highly aggravated. This is at the bank. You need to get him out of there. He be doing something else. He doing this to me and I ain't got no money. And what is he doing to people that got millions? But the thing is, this is not no regular person, because I told you months ago that y'all work at the bank. This is not a bank official. This is an agent. And you know I know what I'm talking about, because y'all know more than me. It's just that y'all keep saying she know because she did it. No, because I don't know still what's been done. I just know what I'm linking together. And I know it got something to do with furniture. I don't know. I ain't said what the crime is, other than the crime that you ain't got no business linking no cards together and putting them with me. That's the crime. But what has actually been done on the account, I have no knowledge of. I just know that y'all kept shutting that thing down, and I kept calling to report it. And I kept calling to say, I don't have no card ending in this number. This is not my account number. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Okay, we're not finna do this. We ain't finna do this. God let it come on in time. Who account number that was? Elijah Ketchups? God, like I said, I don't know how I found that. I really don't. I really don't. Because it's not even with what it's supposed to be with. It's not. That's supposed to be filed back already. Last year receipts are filed and tucked away already. Unless y'all done went in there and moved them. And that's why that's out, because it shouldn't even be out. You watch me file my receipts every month and tuck them away. We gonna let God deal with that all day, because that's FBI material. And I'm gonna let y'all figure it out, and vengeance belongs to him. God